Hi guys and welcome back. Now this is going to be the first Fallout 76 base build that I've done in the channel. Now I didn't want to do a simple starter base or group base. I wanted to move on from that straight off the bat and do an outpost slash shop. Now Fallout 76 is online multiplayer, as you know. You're going to collect a lot of gear, but you're still going to need a lot of gear. So why not open some sort of outpost to sell that? You could also use it as a base. So on stream we combined that idea together and we come up with the following. Now apologies, it goes from day to night etc when we're editing because we're only the 2 hour window. However, this is the best I could put together. I'll try and explain it in as much depth as I can, but I think we've got a good solid base for what we're trying to achieve in this video. Now if you haven't already, join Discord, the link is below. We have a base channel in the actual Discord which you can post your bases. We'll try and feature them in the channel as well. We're extremely interested in making this like a build slash trap base only channel for Fallout. Quests probably not going to do too much of, more guides and base builds. So guys, let's jump straight in and I'll show you what we managed to come up with. So the outer cosmetics are up to you. I mean, I've just put some defences here just because I think they'll be handy to have. But moving in, we've got turrets all around the outside because you need that protection. So it was ideal for me to make sure I had as many as I could, but don't make it too uninviting for someone to come. The stash boxes are in place, but you'd have normal boxes there. This is so you can actually trade from your front door. Just empty these boxes when you're finished. Now we kept it really simple inside. We just have a normal bed area. Ideally you would have a normal bed because you can catch disease from a bed that's on the floor. A little storage area into the right and your main stash box at the back. Now remember, only you can enter this stash box. Now come upstairs. You can see again, we put the ground floor in the end because we wanted to be able to see down. So if someone was at the door trying to door camp your shop, you could see down, you could talk to them, surprise them, take them out and stop them from basically bullying you out of your shop. Now up here is blank at the minute, however you can put whatever you want up here. This could be ideal for more storage, or you could put some more turrets up here so if someone comes in through that top door, it's going to take them out straight away. The idea of this was to keep it compact, basic, but effective. Now ideally this would be metal, but we had limited time, could only make it wood. Now outside it says cosmetic, fortifications etc can be done however you want. Pay note to the rear as well, we also had a turret at the back. Now where we were positioned, that was the only way up from the back. Now that would take someone out if they had a bounty on them or feral ghouls were trying to attack us whilst we're trying to trade. So guys, that's a quick brief walk around. Now I'll take you through exactly what we've done and how we built it. It's very straightforward, very simple. Don't feel that you have to do this like for like. This is for ideas and a concept. The main thing is to try and take away the idea of potentially doing your own trader outpost or shop. Now the footprint for this base is very simple. We just went for a cross. Now all you have to do is put 4 straight foundations, then go towards the top and do 2 at either side. Now the reason for this is because it's relatively cheap and you can get a little starter base set up quite quick, so you don't have to worry about feral ghouls at a higher level taking you out, because it did happen to me when I first started building in the game. As another note to take, make sure the area you build your outpost in is definitely in an area where you can fight off the AI. Once you've got the foundations down, put normal walls in, don't put any windows to this rear because people can open windows etc. And if you do have different storage or different layout to what I had, people may be able to get it and they'll be able to just grief you and be annoying. So it's definite, don't put windows. Now you'll note that I am putting roofs in at the minute. Later on you'll have to change them to floors. Now I'm only putting roofs in at the minute because you might only want a 1 level shop. That's fine, it's up to you. I want to take up a 2nd level, so later on I changed it to floors. Now once you've got all your walls in, your door frames, if you are confident enough, just keep building. If not, put your door in. I put the door in later, but note that you have to make sure that you put the lock on your door as well. Now these little triangle walls, I've put these in for the simple reason so if someone's outside I can use them to duck down, crouch and fire back and basically protect the shop itself. But that will become more apparent later when I show you how that exterior section is fully built. Now stairs, key thing again, if you are building up you have to put floors. I did forget this when I did put the initial roofs in place. Luckily someone in chat reminded me because it's a while since I've done Fallout 4. and I changed them to floors later on. But if you want to do stairs going all the way up, you have to have floors. But if, as I said, if you're only doing one level, it's fine just to have roof pieces instead. Now upstairs you can have windows because people can't use ladders etc. to get up. It gives you a full 360 view of what's going on as well, so it's a good idea to have the windows. Now if you want to have the little front gantry, then put a door at this section. But if you don't want that gantry, just put a window or a wall. It's up to you. It's your prerogative on how you want to build this section. Don't do it like for like. Experiment, play around with it. You might find different ways that you prefer doing stuff. It's how building is. Now outside, we're then going to put extra foundations down. Now this is like a later stage. I've tried to do it as how you would build the base up moving forward. Now you'll note that I'm struggling to get foundations in. I ran out of level at this section, so I can't take any foundations any further now anyway. Put the half walls in. Now the reason for this is because I want the turrets to be in a half wall section and protected. I don't want them to shoot every mole rat that runs past, so I want the line of sight kind of taken away. Now the half wall at the front has to be there, for I found that had to be there to get the floor in place. It's just the way the game is. Now do it in both sections because you're going to have turrets in both sides. So just repeat it in both sides. Same way you've done the right hand side, just do the same for the left. Now when you put the turrets in, you'll notice you can't put the turret underneath. Now this is just to demonstrate. You see it pops up straight to the top. This is due to the colliders of the turret, the asset itself. It pops it straight up. However, if you put it on the actual floor that's floating, it works. Now you'll see here, as soon as I put the turret down, it will not let me put that half floor back in. I say this is due to colliders. It's just part of the asset. It won't let you do it. It just building blocks you. So this is more than just to demonstrate to you it will not work, so don't waste your time trying to do it. Now put your floor back in place, or your roof piece, whichever you prefer to use, and put your turret in place. Now it's key that you have turrets positioned properly. They did save me when I was building this because we had mole rats running around who kept attacking me when I was in build mode, and it was annoying more than anything. So these will take them out and protect you somewhat when it's happening. Now I'm encapsulating these, as I said, simply for that reason. I don't want every single thing that runs past getting shot. Make sure you don't have to do this. I mean, at the time being, I'm sure it with roof pieces, we did upgrade this and change it and put the mesh flooring in so we could see it. But you could do this if you wish. If you want to keep it simple, if you want that upper piece to be a gantry floor instead. Now, moving inside, as I said, we're now going to change these to floors. Now, this is just so if you want to build your shop even bigger later on, this is in place. I don't want you to get to the very end and you think, I can't actually do this, so we're going to hit the problem head on now so you know exactly what's happening. Now, this gantry piece, as I said, we decided to replace this with the mesh flooring. As I said before, you can modify these bases any way in which you want. All you have to do is pick it up. You can scrap it or store it. Doesn't make a difference. I've just stuck it to the side of the base for the time being, and now we're going to start putting the mesh floors in instead. Now, I think these are ideal, especially above your main door, because as I said, you can look down, you can interact with people, quickly tell if they're armed or not, because you're going to have a lot of players who aren't interested in PvP, who are genuinely wanting to trade, but you will get the people who are just genuinely there to try and be a cuck. It's the online world of gaming, it is what it is, just bear with it and keep going. Now, these sections that you can see I'm putting in again is so I've got line of sight from the side of the building, but I've still got some sort of defence. These I think are very handy to use. Again, we're going to put turrets up top. The reason for this is because we want some sort of protection from above as well. So if the lower ones are taken down, we've got some more turrets to back them up. And also, we're on a slope, so the eye of sight is a bit higher for the turrets. Now, key thing, if you didn't pick up what I said at the start, when you put a door down, you have to put a lock on it. Now, the lock that you can put on is in different types of lockpick grade. This requires gears and other scrap, so make sure you have the right amount of resources before you do it. It's very critical. I don't know how much this is going to affect the base building and raiding elements moving forward until the game's actually released, but get into the habit of doing it now. Now inside, it's up to you how you put the base. It's completely up to you. Now, at the back, as I said before, we are going to put foundations at the rear. This is because we want to have a turret at the rear. The other foundations are just there for examples, so if you want to have 3 turrets at the back, you can have 3 turrets at the back. You don't even have to have the foundations. I just like to have everything attached to the base as much as I can. It's just part of the base building that I've always done. Now, make sure you have enough resources and you're not wasting resources when you're putting these turrets in place, because you might be able to use them for something else. When we come to the stash areas that we had before, because we put the mesh above, we can actually make little half box areas. Now if you do the normal roof, you won't be able to do this, so you have to have some sort of half floor above so you can actually get them in. You may struggle. I'm okay at doing this at the minute, but I'm going to show an example. Your turret might block you from putting the half wall in place. All you have to do is pick up the turret, put the half wall in place, then put the turret back down. That was more of an example, so if you are struggling to get the half wall in and you've already put the turrets in place, that could be your issue. Now, as I said, these little gaps are going to be for the stash boxes. We'll come back to them later. It's completely up to you if you put stash boxes or if you just put normal little boxes in place. The cosmetics, make it inviting. If you're trying to make a shop or some sort of outpost, you want people to feel as if they can come to the shop. Now, on the cuck side of things, you could be inviting and kill people as soon as they come to your shop. It's completely up to you, but nevertheless you need to make it inviting for people to actually come and feel as if they can approach the shop itself. Fortifications, I like to have fortifications around the edges. It's just, I feel safer. I always feel that your bases could be under attack, so you need to be able to defend it as best you can. There's very good low level fortifications. Now this is all wood, I'm not using any metal at all. This is all low level wood. You can get all this straight away. It's not a great deal to get this. You may struggle at some points trying to get the actual fortifications to drop. Don't worry about it, just play around with it. You can move the level. Place your bed wherever you want. As I said, try and get a proper bed if you can, because you can catch disease from sleeping on the floor. Can be a bit of an issue. Put some lights in if you manage to get generators and power. As I said before, these back sections, now that I have enough to actually put a turret down, I'm putting it in place. Then from there, we put more at the top. This is just to make it feel a lot more secure, because I took those roof pieces away so I didn't have them in place. Then it's simple, just put your roof pieces in place as you normally would in any base build. Stick them down. And to finish it all off, we'll go back to these little box areas that we created at the front door. As I said, I'm only using stash boxes as an example because it's the only box that I can craft at the minute. However, you can put any box you want in there. It's cosmetic, it's up to you what you want to put in there. But a lot of people might feel safer using a stash box because no one else can actually steal from it. So people can only really kill you and maybe take some of the scrap that's on your body because they can't take weapons, etc. So guys, that is my first principle at base build. I said I know it's rough the edit because we're limited in what we can do at the minute. Moving forward, I will try and tidy it up a hell of a lot and get it to the standard that I used to do the Rust base builds at. I'll try and get resource costs, raid costs, everything else. But I say this is early doors. This is just something I wanted to get out as a concept. So everyone's starting on PS4 and PC for the beta. Don't just think that it's a case of run PvP, build a little base and run out. Play with it. Use that scrap you've got spare, the guns you've got spare. Don't just go and scrap it in. Try and swap it for higher tier stuff that you need. And use this Outpost idea and concept as that way of doing it. As I said before, join Discord. I'm really eager to see what people are coming up with. We're also helping each other out in there with sharing Reddit posts and things that we find locally within that room, so people can progress and find out different things in the game all the time. I will be live streaming quite a lot of Fallout 76, mainly base building and exploring areas to potentially build better bases in. So guys, thanks for joining me for my first Fallout 76 concept slash base. This will be one of many in Fallout 76. We'll try and do as many concepts, different base builds, different techniques and tips and guides to help you progress. Let me know what you think below. If you've got any ideas or anything that you've done, put it in the comment section. I check every single comment that's posted. If there's something I've missed, by all means share it. As I said at the start, no one is perfect at base building. Everyone's got different ideas and different concepts. Guys, thanks for stopping by and I'll catch you in the next one. I go la 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 la.